Yes, right now, Abigail, I'm in Siklumi Community Hall, where you can see behind me school students, principal from various schools, government officials from Mpumalanga as well as Gauteng have gathered to pay respect to those 20 people who lost their life in the Verena crash on April 21st. But as we move, you see these are the pictures of those learners that lost their lives on April 21st while they were being transported from their school to their homes. Now there are pictures of 17 learners here, amongst them one of the administrative staff here. These are the students who attended school. One is Refano Primary School, another one is Malenga Senior Secondary School. Now remember, the Gauteng and the Mpumalanga provinces government has been working together from the day that this accident occurred. They have been in constant communication with the families on confirmation on whether or not the families will be attending the memorial service. The spokesperson said that they cannot force the families to be here, but of course, this is a memorial service that has been called by the schools, the principals, the concerned principal, as well as you can see lots of school students here. It was indeed a very, very sad day for South Africa on April 21st when these learners were being transported from their schools to homes. But amongst the program that I received, Abigail, amongst the speakers are, of course, Panyaza Lissufi, who is the MEC for Education in Gauteng, and also there are other addresses by the MEC Education Mpumalanga who will be giving the main speech here. But today it's just the first memorial services for all the learners as well as the administrative staff and the driver that lost their lives on that fateful day of April 21st. Tomorrow there will be another memorial service in Verena where the community members have organized this memorial service, and the Gauteng as well as the Mpumalanga provinces will be working closely with the community. Now remember, this school is about 1.5 hours away from Wolvenkop in Verena, where the accident really occurred. Now, according to the government officials, the DNA tests of these learners have been done, and the families will be handed over with the report today itself. We do know that the mass burial will take place on Saturday. That's of the 16 learners as well as the administrative staff. But other two funerals are likely to take place in KwaZulu-Natal and Limpopo, respectively, on Sunday.
An opportunity to engage with the families and the parents of these learners. I know you did say that you asked the school whether they would be in attendance today, and the school said that they could not be forced. But upon your interaction with them, what has the families of these learners been saying?
Yes, of course, the families of the victims, we haven't gotten hold of them, Abigail, but we are trying our best. If any of the family members are here, we will definitely try and speak to them. But of course, speaking to lots of community members, not only today, but from the day, from April 21st itself, we've been trying to communicate with the school principal that the learners attended, the school teachers and the community members. They say this is a very unusual accident and very unusual day for South Africa, where they have to attend a memorial service about 17 or 18 learners, and they said indeed South Africa has lost their future doctors, future engineers who really had high ambitions as far as their future is concerned. And one of the school principal of Refano Primary School, the other day when I spoke to her, she indeed said that she had a very close relationship with her learners, and in particular she spoke about one student, a small student who was a 6-year-old learner who lost her life. She said that learner always waited for her outside her office and always gave her a hug as and when, she met the principal. So that was a very touching, emotional moment when we got to speak to the principal of Refano Primary School. And of course, they say it's a very sad, moment for the families of those learners. Remember now, one of the family lost 3 of their children in this accident. And when we are talking about one of the administrative staff here, he had 2 of his children in the same minivan. Right now, what we do know, Abigail, that 7 students that were injured, out of the 7 who were taken to hospital, 4 have been discharged, 3 have been discharged, I beg your pardon, and 4 are still in hospital and they're recouping from their injuries.